VHS. This is what do you call it? An anthology film released October 22nd, 2012. So there's a wraparound that sort of links them all together, which is basically a group of criminals break into a house to find this like videotape that will be worth a lot of money on the black market, and they basically try to find it, and then they end up watching a whole pile of other films in this weirdo's house, um, which are the five short stories that are in the film. And then at the end, there's some like cheesy, stupid ending, which didn't really need to be there. But yeah, um, so yeah, now I can't remember exactly who directed what and whatnot. Other people have like put it together and stuff like that. That takes way too much time, and I'm too lazy to do that. So I'm just gonna give you a huge stack of directors and writers first. So um, yeah, so basically there's about six or more directors in this. So I can't remember who directed what, but so director of one of them is Adam Wingard, who went on to do like You're Next, The Guest. There's David Brockner. He directed a short. He went on to do the great monster movie The Ritual and The Signal. That's a good zombie type movie. Ty West directed one. He did The House of the Devil, The Innkeepers, and some other independent films. Uh, there's also Matt Beltalian. I have no idea if that's the right way to say it or not. He did like Ready or Not, Devil's God Awful Devil's Due. Um, there's Joe Swanberg who did uh the fuck Drinking Buddies. He went on to do more comedies, so like Drinking Buddies and Hannah Takes the Stairs and other things you probably never heard of. And then there's Chad Villella, who works mainly with Matt on on his films, so they basically work together all the time. But yeah, so those are pretty much most of them. There's like three others, but they're all just like they didn't really do anything interesting, and they basically worked with some of the other ones. Also, I've heard the producers of this also produced like the Blair Witch Project and Exist and stuff. So you know you're in for at least a decent time for most of it. So basically, well, I covered the wraparound. So first story is basically a succubus. So these young guys go to a bar, and they're doing your typical college antics, wanting to get laid and everything. So they managed to pick up a friend and her weird friend who's quiet, um, to come back to their hotel room, and then they slowly start like hooking up, and then one of the girl passes out because she's like too drunk, and her friend who doesn't really talk slowly starts like making out and hooking up with one of the guys, and then Bite starts being cannibalistic and acting strange, and then sure enough turns into a succubus and tries to kill all three of the friends, takes one of them away and stuff. That one was pretty amusing. It's very basic, but it's pretty decent for a short. Then the second one was probably one of the most boring shorts ever created. It's more of a revenge type short of this couple goes on like a weekend getaway to the Grand Canyon and stuff like that in the States, and basically some weirdos like dressed up in like a sweater and a mask watching them outside their hotel room. There's then it cuts to like camera footage of them sleeping, and the killer kills the husband. It turns out it's like a revenge film because his girlfriend's now lesbian or something, and then it just cuts. That was probably the most boring thing ever, one ever, and it was like 20 minutes long. So yeah, and then it goes to basically a huge massive Friday the 13th ripoff of a killer in the woods type deal, but it's all blurry and stuff, so you don't get to see them. And then there's this weird girl that tells the story and everything, and you just see all how people die, which is good and all, but I like a little more substance and story to it. So, um, yeah, and I think it's supposed to be a killer spirit, not an actual serial killer or anything like that, because the way it blurs and does your typical cr- crackling video camera feed and stuff like that, which is absolutely annoying. So there's that one. Now I gotta remember the last two. Fuck. So then there it goes to what was it? Oh yeah, there's this guy. and he's talking to his girlfriend from long distance over a video camera, and then this girl thinks her house is haunted, and you see like ghosts and stuff like that, and she uses the laptop camera to film, try to capture it, and so he can see it. And then she keeps complaining about bumps in the arm and stuff, in her arm. And then yeah, so you get to see a lot of cool like paranormal things, and then there's a cool little twist in there, which I'm gonna spoil right now. So just jump ahead if you don't really want to hear it. But basically, the guys made deals with these spirits to bring them prey and stuff. I think he's like a Satanist and stuff, and then they're like demons feeding off them and stuff. So yeah, that one was okay. It was really short and rushed, though, but yeah, it was alright. And yeah, the final short was like basically a haunted house film. Like a group of friends go to a Halloween party, and it turns out it's not at that house, and they walk to this empty house and find like a cult upstairs sacrificing somebody, and they think it was a joke. And they're all drunk, and then all the paranormal craziness happens, which is cool. It's like a poltergeist type deal, and you see hands coming out of the wall and stuff. Special effects in it was great. It was pretty well done. The only thing is, it does that like little loud noise humming sound before everything paranormal, so all the jump scares are ruined. But overall, visually, it was pretty well and appealing. The ending was hilarious in that one, and overall, it was pretty decent. So VHS as a anthology film was pretty good. You get 5, most of them are pretty decent shorts, and yeah, and the wraparound was hit and miss, but overall, it was pretty decent. The acting was well done, and yeah, the special effects look pretty decent too. If I was going to rate this, I'd probably give this one actually a 4.5 out of 5. Yeah, mainly because most are just personal things I hate that they throw in there. So, but overall, it's a pretty decent film. You should check it out. So, that's all I have to say about VHS. Not very many complaints or anything like that. Just your typical found footage nonsense crap that they throw in there to ease the tension, which actually ends up ruining the experience. But yeah, for most of it, it was pretty well done and interesting. And you never know what you're gonna get next, especially the first time around. So check it out. It's on Shudder. So yeah, and now it's time to see what other crap I can find to review. So I'll see you in the next one.